Okay, sir, your time starts now.
Yeah. So,
Okay, you
good
can
afternoon.
start presenting.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to the chairperson and moderator, sir. And this is Dr. Pushpendu Rakshit from Mumbai, from ABS. And it is an immense pleasure to be a part of this conference. And the topic today that I am dealing with, for which the paper has been selected, is the critical studies to understand the privacy concerns with COVID-19 patients. Now, in this paper, we basically would love to, like the studies have been made to understand that in this pandemic situation, the everything is getting into digitalized mode, and during that time, we are having an Indian app launched as Arogya Setu. So, in this, when the world is going under crisis, India is going under crisis, then we need to understand that what sort of data related, privacy related issues that are coming up for the patients of COVID-19. So as we follow up the digital India, and we talk a lot about digital India, but still there is existing a lack of cyber awareness and literacy among the masses. Digital rights anxiety is what we see in most of the masses at time, and people are scared or they are not aware of. Government do talks about enforcing, or government do talks about asking or making compulsory mandatory as the Arogya Setu app, which is like India is one of the nation which is making it mandatory, and still and that arises the chances of cyber related crimes. So breach of privacy, which this app is doing, about which the study is been given. So we are talking about here the privacy concerns, which are the major concerns, as we have seen in past also different companies or different products that we are using, platforms which we are using some or the other way, is having a breach of trust, breach of privacy. So this is what we need to keep in mind, that such breach of privacy should not take place, and that is the reason the paper is been presented. So lack of cyber literacy and lack of and its needs that we are seeing here has to be taken care by the government and by masses. And I, being myself an IT professional as well as a cyber expert, I would always talk that there are a lot of breaches that has to be taken care, and cyber related awareness programs and campaigns has to be taken care as and when needed. Further moving, then we see here about the objectives of this study, that basically talks about to understand privacy concerns of corona patient and victims amid pandemic, to explore the challenges in maintaining confidentiality of health data, to provide probable suggestions to safeguard privacy breaches. So here we will be talking about these objectives, and the primary agenda is to find out what are the issues that the people are facing. The research methodology that is being applied here is explorative research, qualitative by nature, based on the secondary sources that is available via multiple media, social media, print media, digital media. Along with that, we have tried to present the best of the ideas, even by referring the IT law of 2000 and 2008. Literature review. Now this is a small slide that talks about multiple literatures which we have in this pandemic era, and even some past studies that have been taken related to COVID-19 pandemic, safeguard of privacy and public health informations and its importance, and that how we need to preserve it without sharing it to anyone. Right to privacy, which is as equal as right to life, section 21, that is what we need to follow, and it is a mandatory thing that everybody has to take care of. Now, talking about major concerns and suggestions that we will be taking a call here. So we see that the app Arogya Setu got launched by April, and almost by the first 24 hours we could see that we had almost more than 1 crore users for the same, and in another upcoming time of 13 days post April, we could see there are 5 crore users for the same. Now we also see there are a lot of phishing attacks which are happening because of the usage of Arogya Setu app, and it is increasing slowly and gradually as the increasing number of internet users we can see. As per the reports of CERT, that is Computer Emergency Response Team, which is one of the national technology arm of India, we can see that Arogya Setu app is using basically the Bluetooth and GPS system to alert the users. As and when users are downloading, they are using their all the confidential data related to patient is getting shared there, and that is creating a threat. And even those who are recovering from the disease, their data is also stored in the same. Phishing is nothing but luring or cheating by sending fake SMS or email to gather the data that is positive patients. So what the fraudsters or cyber attackers are doing, they are actually hacking these sites, they are phishing, and they are slowly gradually trying to have a lure of this data, what is very much sensitive and what is existing for this sort of patient related data. So any data should not be leaked, any data should not be put to compromise under any circumstances, that we need to see. Now further, these cyber attackers or threat actors, they use fake domain to impersonate popular apps, and they will be slowly gradually sending a link, and the link will be nothing, it's a call as a link based attack, through which what they will be doing, they will basically be sending multiple links to the victims of COVID-19 whose data is already been hacked by them. They will be sending messages of relief packages, they will be sending messages of donations, they will be sending messages of safety tips and winning prizes, cash reward, or different ways, and try to reach to their data. So there are two types of crimes which is taking place. First of all, the data protection is not there properly done by the government. There are claims made by the app maker that everything is safe, the data is not getting compromised.
So we have lost 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah. So it has been said that it has been said by the government that there is everything is very much protected, nobody is compromising with the data. Like recently we saw same dialogue was given by the Zoom app, but still there are a lot of breaches that is happening, and we need to be concerned with the same. So that is a major thing that we are seeing here, for which we are having already in our IT Act Section 2, we are having already Section 2 IT Act 2008. As per that, we have Section 43A for sensitive private data, Section 72A for data theft, Section 66C, 66E, 66C, 67C are also there. Rule 3 and 5, which is again to protect the privacy and sensitive data of individual and information. Everything is existing, but the worst part is that people are unaware. So we need to make aware the masses about these concerns, and that is how we see the critical aspect that is being given here as an the attention that we are trying to give. So data security of corona patients and victims are very crucial, and that has to be preserved by the nation very much. There are multiple reports available which basically do talk about that there had been already the phishing attacks taking place, data breaches happening, and we cannot allow the sensitive data of the patients to be put to stake under any condition. So this is what one thing which is what through this paper we are trying to focus on. And also we are asking either not like a suggestion that to combat we need to go with such sort of campaigns. We need to go with making people aware how they have to be on the digital, or when they are enforcing that Arogya Setu app has to be implemented, then how people have to be taking care of their security. So this is what we are having. These are the authors that we have here available, and thanks a lot. This is what I wanted to give a message, that cyber security, cyber literacy in terms of patient data, COVID-19 is very sensitive, and one must be known, taught, trained and informed about what are the security glitches we have and what are the measurements we should be taking. Thanks a lot.
Okay, sir. It's time up. Thanks for your presentation, sir. Dr.
Pushpendu Rakshit.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir.
So now I open the platform for Q&A session. Dr. Malati, you can ask your questions.
Yeah, sir, that was very interesting.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, and you are really going damn fast. Okay, sir. All right, my question is that based on the study that you have conducted, what do you think is the area of improvement for future enhancement?
In terms of security aspects, you were saying, ma'am?
Yes, definitely for security.
Yeah, yes. Ma'am, then we can implement with the artificial intelligence, neural networking. Okay. If those things are properly done, and rather than getting it with the help of some location based, because most of the time this is a location based. So whenever a location based is there, anybody can hack or track the location. So we need to make it sure that once the data is used, it is not at all compromised for any reason, and proper technological security features has to be implemented so that there is, the victims are protected from such data breach.
Okay. Do you have any suggestion?
Suggestion, ma'am, that is what I have one, like there must be cyber related campaigns. Government is going so far with multiple different sorts of campaigns, so on social media, on digital media, via celebrities, via Doordarshan, print media, and there are lots of advertisements on, but none of the places we see that people have to download the app Arogya Setu, but nobody do talks ever about what are the security guidelines that need to be followed up. Making it a compulsory app is a good option, but it is also important that you are asking or making them aware cyber wise, like you are literating them or you are making them aware of what are the ways by they need to protect themselves.
Okay, sir. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dr. Pushpendu. Madam, can you open your video for a while? Like, snapshot.
Sure, sure.